everybody, it's Pam from Nana's Crafting Cottage, back with you again today with another fun project. Welcome to my channel. I am going to be making some embellishments like these that are made out of wax seals, like that. So I went ahead and made a bunch, or a few of them anyway, a few more, and we will put these together in here, and it's just with some coffee dyed lace, some book page, and some of the mini paper dolls, and here, there we go. So let's go ahead and make some of these. Now, if you don't have the wax seals, and if you have some gears like this, you can use these. You can use some flatter ones here like this, like that. These are all plastic. These I got in a bag at Joann's, I think it was, a long time ago. They go a long way. And then I have also the metal ones that I've gotten online. So anything like that that's flat, if you don't have wax, you can use something like that, or a flat button. That would be another idea. Or even just some digitals, you know, like something like this. Just a little something to put there. Doesn't have to be a wax seal, but that is what I'm using today, as a wax seal. Okay, so let's move that. And I did go ahead and take the liberty of cutting out my lace. This is some more coffee dyed vintage looking lace. I just love this stuff. It is so pretty, so pretty. And did 3 different colors of the wax seals, and this has a compass on it. I like the compass. And they don't have to be absolutely perfect. I have one that turned out really good, or 2 of them actually. This one turned out real good, and this one turned out real good. But they don't have to be perfect. What I did the other day, these are not perfect by any means, but that's okay. That just adds to the charm of them, I think. See, they're just not, this is a feather one, and then this is a feather one too. So they don't have to be absolutely perfect. Now I'm doing some really grungy journals right now. I'm doing a paper bag one, and I have to finish my packaging paper tag journal, or flip, or whatever you want to call it. I've got this much done in there. I need 3 more panels done, these 3. So I dug it out because it kind of got pushed by the wayside from doing other things, and it's gonna get worked on. Okay, so what I thought for, instead of book page, I thought I would get some vintage music. And I have a whole batch of this that I found at our resale store here in town a long time ago. And I could barely close the drawer. I got pretty hoggish and just kept going back and finding them and getting them. And then I shared some with my sister, and yeah, so there you go. And I've just, you know, been trying to work on it little by little. Okay, so it's real delicate paper too. So I want to get this put on first, but I think I want to ink that, but let me get some more gently torn out here for the other pieces. That one. And we'll go with that one. And we'll put that aside. Okay, so let me get my scrap paper out here and get these inked up. And I am going to use my scorched timber. That's what I have been using for my real grungy journals lately. Okay. And I would like to do a page in my tag journal there with you guys one of these times, so I will have to figure that out. So, how is everybody? It's been a little bit stressful here. I have a issue with one of my hens. I thought I had lost her, and she's still with me. So, yeah, anyway, that's life when you have animals, right? Yeah, it's tough, but you have to figure that, you know, how much joy that they bring you and have brought you, and you just do your best for them. That goes with cats, dogs, any animals. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, so I wanted to do this video to get my mind off some things. Okay, there's that. Now it's just a matter of gluing. We'll take this little, you can't even see that, can you? Let me bring that paper back. And let me get a clean, I don't have any clean ones here, actually. I think that's about the cleanest one. Okay, so let's just bring it here. And on these others, I use the Fabrifix, but on this one, this set, I think I'll use my art glitter glue just to give it a go with it. Normally, when I do fabric, I use my Fabrifix, which is close to the same thing as 3-in-1 and Fabri-Tac, but I think it holds a bit better than either one of those. Okay, so that's going to glue on real nice. All right, so I'm going to ink her just a little bit just to get the white edges, and I did just find the ones that I wanted for this in my collection of mini paper dolls, and I just took one and just measured it out and cut it so it would fit down in the groove, and that's it. That's all I did. Okay, so, but I do want the north up. Just fuzzy that way. Okay, so this one will go on like that. I want quite a bit of the music paper showing, so we'll just, this is just a real quick and easy, the only time to it is making the seals. That's all. And I did these earlier this morning. Okay, we'll just do that. Okay, so we have that so far. And since she's so tiny, I am going to use my tweezers. Oop. Okay. And just fit her right about there. There we go. So there's one right there. Easy, 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 easy. Let me get her straightened up here. There we go. So she doesn't look like she's leaning. Okay, so there's number one. And I'm just going to set that aside to let it dry. Let's go to the next one here. Now these, I'm not putting um, the wax, gilding wax on them. These I did. I did a bronze on here. I don't know if you can tell, but you can tell it on the feathers a little bit there, that I did put a little bit of wax on there. I'm not doing it because time constraints and doing the video, it would take a while for it to dry. So, yeah. Okay. And just make sure I have this turned over to the right side, and I do. And glue this down. And like I said, instead of a wax seal, you can use a flat button. You can use a gear. You can use scrapbook paper with a circle cut out. Whatever you have in your stash. You do not have to go out and try and find the wax and this and that. I've had this in my stash for quite a while, so I just thought, well, why not play with it some more. I played with it making ribbon embellishments. You put ribbon in the back. I haven't made any of those for a long time, but I saw this idea on Instagram, and I could not find it again to find who it was that posted it. So, but this is inspired by a post on Instagram. And put that down. Okay. Very relaxing, easy project. And you can even put these on a card. Send a card to somebody. Wherever you, whatever you want to do with it, sky's the limit. Okay, let's find the north one here. But I need to put my music paper on first. I don't want to forget that, because to me that just makes it. Yeah, so I just wanted to come out and do a short video and show you just a little something for your projects, some little easy embellishment idea. Because we all, get into the same kind of pattern and everything, and it's always nice to try something different, something fun and easy. I don't think it can get any easier than this, quite frankly. Okay, and the art glitter glue is working wonderfully on here. Okay, now let's just ink the edges of our little guy here. There we go. Okay, and then we'll just put him down. Alright, there we go. Just something real quick and easy. Ta-da! Just like that. Just like that. Okay. Now what I think I will do though is get a brush and put some gesso here and there around on there. I think. Trying to find the right brush here. You just need a small one. I got a jillion of them. Just trying to find the right one. Suits my fancy. I think this one will be alright. Alright. So, let's get some gesso on. There we go. I've been using it, but there's some in the lid a little bit, and so it makes it stick. Now I want to just very little on the brush. And then when it's dry, I will put some distress ink on it. And that kind of grunges it up a little bit. You can do as little or as a lot or none at all, whatever suits your fancy. I thought, well, try something different on these instead of the gelding wax. Here we go. You don't need but just little smudges here and there. Just for something different. Okay. And this will pick up the ink on the music paper that I have on there. And what it doesn't pick up, I will add to it, of course, because that's what I do. Okay, I will close this up. Come on, bud. And there we go. All right. And we'll get one of these. Get some water for lack of anything else. And then I'll wash it out when I'm done. But at least this will keep it from getting hard, since I don't have any water here at the moment. Okay, so there we are. And I'm just gonna blow dry this a little bit. My other dryer blew out, so I have to use my embossing heater. And this stuff is really quick to dry, especially when it's so thin on there. But you don't want to get too close because it's hot. Okay, so let me see about adding some ink here. Oh yeah, that picks up the ink real well. There we go. There's one. And here's another one. There's that. Okay. It's just enough, just to darken it and grunge it up a little bit. Also, if you wanted to, after you put your paper on, you can do like a zigzag across there before you put your wax, but I didn't want to stitch on here. And then there's that one. So it picked up the ink very nicely. There we go. Ta-da! That's our quick project for today. How about that? Here they all are. All done. Cool. So I hope you guys are inspired to try something like this. Just something really small, different. It doesn't matter what you use. Just use what you have. Don't worry about, oh, I don't have, you know, the wax. Use a button. Use paper. It doesn't matter. Okay, guys. You have a wonderful day. And I will be seeing you soon for another fun project. Talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye.